Computer. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Diamond Zone. It is Wednesday, June 21st. I know we got people logging on from all over the world. And, Diamond Zone happens every day, Monday through Friday, except for, yep, I'm doing it, not this Friday. This Friday, we will not be doing Diamond Zone. Okay, we will not be doing Diamond Zone on Friday. The only two things that we are not going to do is Diamond Zone on Friday and the opportunity presentation on Friday that I do live. Okay, that's the only thing that will not be done this week. So please note, letting everybody know as soon as possible. But that is for sure. No Diamond Zone Friday, no opportunity presentation Friday night. Obviously, we are all in Vegas. That is the focus. And if you're not in Vegas, you should be buying the ticket to be attending it live anyway. I mean, Jesse Frazier, you'll be in the hospital. Buy the live event and be there. Okay, because that's the information you guys want to bring into your life. Believe me, because it's going to be over the top exciting, and we can't wait to get there. We will be broadcasting this tomorrow morning. Same time from our suite. We're going to give you guys a tour of what you're missing. We're going to give you a tour of the 6,100 square foot suite with a pool, okay, on the 50th floor. So pretty cool, pretty cool. And for those people that will be there, all team developers, builders, team builders. In other words, you got in, you got your two. You will be at the suite party tomorrow night. After the opportunity presentation, that will go from 6 to probably 7:30, quarter to 8. And then afterwards, everybody's invited up to the suite. You guys, bring your cameras. Bring your cameras for marketing. Okay, we want to make sure you guys are taking full advantage of this for all your friends that you will be sending this video out to. So anyway, that's tomorrow night. So remember, team build. If you're not a team builder, just get it done today. Go get your first two. Okay, you want to be at the suite party. So anyway, here's our income disclosure, guys, as you know. And I want everybody to see it and read it because we have an unbelievable opportunity. Tomorrow night is not, it's casual, guys. Now, when I say casual, I mean, you're going to be taking pictures. So however you want to, show the people out in Facebook land, dress the way you want to dress. Okay, I wouldn't be in shorts. I would just be in, casual, Las Vegas casual, which is like party casual. All right, so that is what we are doing. Now, what I'm going to talk about today is yesterday, what did we do? We did the importance of getting people started right, remember? And the day before, we did understanding the value of your opportunity. Now, all these things that we're doing, okay, that we do on a daily basis, guys, can you imagine all this in 2 days? Okay, all this in 2 days from people with unbelievable experience. And I keep hyping this up. I'm a promoter of events. If you're not going to be in Vegas, first and foremost, that should be your first goal. You need to go and make sure you attend the event online. And just sit there with your earphones on, right? Put your earphones on, have notepad out, and take notes from all the people that you will be hearing from on stage. Okay? Now, we do this every day, but you know what? You're hearing it from a different voice. And somebody said it last night on Jeremy's call. If you just pick up one nugget, it could take your business in a whole nother direction. See, maybe there's something that I don't say to you Monday through Friday, but somebody else says it in a completely different way, and it resonates. Okay, it's amazing. That's why I've never missed a company event. I just don't, because I understand the importance of I remember, and I'll be talking about this on stage. I just remember every time I came to a company event, it was always just one thing. that I would take back. But a combination of one things over the course of 5 or 6 events got us through 24 years, right, in the industry. It's like I always keep saying, it's being around it. It's at the breaks, socializing with the people, finding out what their journey was, right? Being at the parties. I don't know how I say it. You can't replace it. But if I had to replace it, it would be online, right? With so I could at least be there with all the speakers on stage. Okay, enough. So what I'm going to talk about today is what I believe is one of the most important things within your business, and that's your testimonial. Okay, and I know we've done this training before, but I want you to understand the repetition of trainings you have seen previously. I promise you, okay, if you're taking this journey, you will hear this training completely different. Even though you've heard it, it's sort of like, have you ever read a book once and you only grasp certain things from the book, then you read it again? Same concept, or a movie. Right? I think I've seen Goodfellas 7,500 times. But every time I watch it, okay, I find something else that I didn't see the other 7,499 times. And it's the same thing with the trainings, guys. Because as you're out there and you're talking to people, you get really good at listening. You get really good at listening, and you get really good at communicating. See, in the beginning, you know what happens? In the beginning, it's like, here's who I am. Here's my background. Here's why I'm doing it. Here's my initial testimonial when I first got started. My name is Jeff Giamalva. I work for corporate America, and I am very excited about my new business called Wellness International. Thank you. That was my testimonial. Okay, I was sweating like a warthog. Okay, perspiring all over the place, and I had just to get that out. And I thought that was a testimonial. But then as I attended all the events, I understood the importance of communicating your testimonial. Big difference. And a lot of you are there. A lot of you are now understanding, okay, how to weave your testimonial to the person you're talking to, how to communicate it on a one-on-one basis. And this is what I want to arm you with. You're going to be in Vegas. You're going to be talking to a lot of people. You want to be able to communicate the right message, right? Or when you're out there prospecting, or if you're on stage, every time you're talking, all I do on three-way calls is I share my testimonial. That's all I do. I don't sell the business. I sell our story. And this is what people have to understand. Facts tell, but stories sell. Facts tell, stories sell. Get out of the facts. No one cares how Hilo works. And if you're down that road, I'm telling you, it's a never-ending road. You'll never get out of it. Okay? I don't care about how Hilo works. I don't care how the compensation plan works. I want to know why you're doing this. That's what I want to know. I was just texting with somebody from India, okay? And he says, I need more information on the comp plan. I said, no, you don't need more information on the comp plan. Let me tell you a little bit about my background. And then after doing that, the thing about the comp plan never came up again. Then he said, can you tell me more about the device? And I kept telling him about my story. And that never came up again. See, people just think that's what they need to know. No, you know what I want you to know? I want you to know who you're getting involved with. That's what I want you to know. I want you to know that I know that I know. That's what I want you to know. And once somebody believes you know that you know, it's over. And that's all it is. It's a belief battle. They believe they need to know more about the product and the comp plan. And you believe all they need to know is about who they're getting involved with. And that's the battle. And we think we have to answer everybody's question. But if you properly communicate your testimonial, I'm telling you, it draws people into you. Okay, so there's my setup. So now, understand this business. Your testimonial is your recipe for communicating that world is a people business. We're in the people business. And I remember somebody telling me when I first got involved in network marketing, they said, listen, once you understand and master the people business, you can never be broke. I've been in the people business since I'm 19. Okay, actually, before that, because before I worked for Bally's, I worked at Foot Locker at age 17. Remember Foot Locker with the referee jersey at the mall? Okay, I sold athletic shoes. That was the people business. Before that, I used to be a busboy for my mom. I had a job at 12 years old. I was bussing tables because my mom was a waitress. Because all of a sudden, when I started to get whiskers and started to borrow my dad's razor, he said, "Wait a minute, Jeff. If you're going to be using my razor, you need to get a job and buy your own razor." I said, "Dad, I'm 12." And so my mom said, "You could be a busboy for me." Because all of a sudden, then I started to buy my own shampoos, right? And they're sending a message. You need to work for what you want. So I was a busboy at 12. I used to bag groceries at a place called Alpha Beta, okay, in Southern California. Okay, I had a paper route, and then I worked at Foot Locker. I was always in the people business. And then I got involved in Bally Health Clubs, selling memberships. But the real people business, see, that molded me because I was always around people. That molded me, but there's no other people business quite like multi-level marketing. I mean, I am telling you without a doubt. Because in multi-level marketing, and a lot of you are going to be shaking your head right now, and a lot of you are going to be smiling. We are all things to all people. Right, Fran? We are all things to all people. We're their mentor, we're their guide, we're their psychiatrist, we're their marriage counselor. That's the people business. And what you have to understand about the people business is this, and this may discourage a lot of you, okay, but it's the truth. The more problems you have, the more money you make. The more problems you have, because everybody comes into your business with problems, right? The reason they're coming into your business is because they have a problem to solve. Remember the globe? Understand, once people tell you why they're doing it, you understand what you're taking on. I want more time. Okay, what are they telling you? What they're doing is taking up all their time. And what they're doing isn't giving them what they want. And so they're making a decision to get involved with us because they have a problem to solve, right? So understand that. So when you're out there and you're talking to people, okay, the biggest part of your testimonial in the beginning, ready? It's not you talking. This is the biggest mistake a lot of people make. The most important part of your testimonial is listening first. That's the most important part. You asking the right questions and listening to where people are in their life. A lot of us just want to tell people everything about us. Enough about me. Now, what do you think about me? Then you go to the next person. Well, enough about me. What do you think about me? And we just keep talking. And we just keep talking, and because we think the more we talk and the more information we throw at them, the better we're going to do at getting people to want what we have. No, it's listening. It's setting up the testimonial. See, this is another level. In the beginning, you just want to get out who you are. Remember, my name is Jeff. I work for Bally's, and I am excited. Run off the stage. But now you're becoming a master communicator, asking the right questions. What kind of business are you in, Mary? Do you travel? Do you have kids? Well, when you travel, Mary, okay, and your kids are so young, okay, you must have daycare. I gotcha. Do you get transferred a lot? Does your husband work? Or does the wife work? These are the questions I'm asking. It's not like, hey, how's it going? Okay, it's nice out today. Oh, it's hot in Vegas. Ooh, it's hot. 117 degrees. Isn't it hot here? Yep, and there's your conversations. No, we gotta dig a little bit. We gotta find out what we got so we could then communicate the right message based on the people we're talking to. And by the way, your testimonial cuts both ways. Yes, for new prospects, but also it's a recipe to build a rapport once people do make a decision to get involved in your business. People go, why are you doing this every day? I want to build a rapport with all of you because we're a family. Okay, I want to be able to communicate. I want you to know who I am. I want you to be comfortable when you introduce me to your people on a three-way call. This is how you do it. You get people's confidence. And when you get people's confidence, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what the widget is. And I'm not putting down our product by any stretch of the imagination. This product is getting people's attention. There's no doubt about it. But you guys, listen. Once you understand this, the widget is the widget. You're getting people to believe in you. But I want to say it again. And I'm talking about believing in you before they get involved and believing in you after they get involved. All these little nuances betters your chances to achieve your success that you're all looking for. There's no secret. I don't care who's on that stage. No one's going to give you the magic secret or the magic phrase. They're going to give you the tool belt to stay in the game. That's what they're going to give you. That's what you're going to see in Vegas. That's what this is all about Monday through Friday, to give you little nuggets that keeps you in the game when fear and doubt comes in. That's all it is. It's a never-ending journey. I remember asking one of the people that brought me into the business, I said, when does leadership ever end? They said, never. There's always another level of leadership. So I'm going to be there taking my notes. I'm going to be front and center because I know there's going to be something from all those years of experience I'm going to be able to pull from. Okay, so your testimonial. It's people make decisions. These are things you have to understand. People make decisions based on emotion. We are an emotional society. Right words spoken with clarity and simplicity. The right words. What are the right words? The right words are what's going to move people. They help them make intelligent decisions. Right words customized to meet different needs in different people translate into action. Well, how do you know different needs, right? And how to customize it? Okay, what did I say earlier? 2 ears, 1 mouth, reason. Listen, that's how you customize your words. And you keep asking the right questions until you have the information needed. Then your mind formulates what you need to communicate. The right words. The right words. Let me give you an example. If I'm talking to people and I'm asking them what they do, how many kids they have, okay, and I'm going down this road, with the right word then to take them from that to let me tell you how Hilo works once I'm receiving the information? No. I've taken completely away from, okay, the emotional attachment to where they are and the changes they want to make. Now, talking about the Hilo may open up the conversation, right? It just may open the conversation, right? I was at the gym yesterday, okay, and people said, man, I've been watching. What is this purple thing you have on your wrist? I said, well, that's my company. Okay, I'm bringing it to the market. Have you heard of Fitbit? Yeah, I go, this is like Fitbit on steroids. I go, I see you every day. Okay, I'm Jeff. Hey, I'm Steve. Steve, what kind of business are you in? And here we go. You think I stayed on Hilo? No. No, I dropped a seed and I want to find out more about him. Okay, because everyone has a testimonial, guys. And this is what I want you guys to know. When you're doing this, you want to write this out in the beginning. Who you are. Okay, connecting. Okay, you want to let people know, you want to unveil who you are, what your background is. Okay, all of it. Okay, not necessarily in every conversation, but you have to write out, this is your outline first. You have to write out all of it. And then based on who you're talking to, you're going to pick certain parts of your story that's going to relate to the person you're talking to. Now, another level. You heard on every Friday, we do open mic, right? We do open mic Friday, don't we? And people are telling us their testimonials. Can I not also talk about, if my story doesn't relate to the people, could I not tell somebody else's story? No, obviously, if I'm talking to a lady, she goes, I'm a stay-at-home mom. Well, I'm not going to share with that person my corporate America story. You know what I'm going to say? My wife was a stay-at-home mom. It's so funny. Okay, I used to work 14-hour days. My wife was a stay-at-home mom. Our kids were 4 and 1. And because of my industry going through changes, and I'm saying that because I know that's exactly what's happening with them, my wife wanted to do something without putting the kids in daycare. You see how I just related somebody else's story to the person I'm talking to? This is why it's important to know everybody's story. And then people just start to listen because you've related it to them. You guys, we all have a little narcissism in us. We like to hear our name. Okay, we like to be paid attention to. We like recognition, right? So you got to understand how to pull people in. But sincerely, I sincerely believe I have an opportunity that can help everybody. But let me ask you all a question. Do you? Do you really believe World Global Network can change lives? Well, if you're not getting the results you want to get, then you got to borrow somebody else's belief. This is why sometimes in the beginning, you're pulling in somebody else to share their testimonial because your belief isn't quite there yet. That's called the three-way call. But I want to get you guys to that belief. And obviously, right, like Caitlin, for example. And by the way, Caitlin, congratulations. Okay, she hit a level called gold. That's no joke. That's an accomplishment. But you know what that did? It's not about gold or platinum or president. Okay, yes, those are different ranks. That's where you're going to be acknowledged. But you know what it did? You know what her putting out the effort to hit it, and then she does it. What do you think happens to her belief? Well, she's so excited. She's driving the car, hitting curbs. Right? I said, hey, Caitlin, 2 hands on the wheel. We need you in Vegas. That's how excited she is. Because she put forth an effort, and she hit a rank. That's no joke. That's an accomplishment. Proud of her. She put herself out there, and you know what? She was a little bit short. And I said, Caitlin, here's the deal. You got to have that figure it out attitude. And she texted back. She goes, I figured it out, Jeff. I said, didn't that feel good that you figured it out? See, now here comes belief. And now all of a sudden now she wants to search people out to share her testimonial. In the beginning, we're thinking, well, I'm not getting results, right? So why am I going to talk to people about how great something that I'm involved with is not producing what I want it to produce? I know the head game. You don't got to tell me about the head game, but you got to play the head game with yourself. You got to see yourself successful first. You all have a story, tell it. Tell your successful story. And here's what I mean by that. Success transfers. In my mind, success transfers. If you were successful in one avenue of your life, find something. Share that with people. Because if you're talking to me and I'm hearing about your success story and whatever it is you've done, I know that's coming through your belief. And so it wouldn't really matter, okay, if now all of a sudden you're doing this, because now you're going to say to me, hey, there's no doubt. I just got started. But there's no doubt I'm going to accomplish the same thing over here. Only the difference here is when I bring my success from where I was over here, it translates into much more money. That's what it is. So what your background is, write it out so you can understand the different aspects of your business that you can relate to people. When and why and how you got started with World Global Network. When? Just got started. Why? Uh-oh, here we go again. The damn why. Okay, why? Why are you doing it? What was it that you were trying to better? What is it? Well, for me, 14 years corporate America, right? Working 12, 14-hour days, I hit a glass ceiling. We were in corporate downsizing mode. Actually, I started making less. I wanted an opportunity where I could be paid what I was worth. That's why. I never saw my family. That's my why. And how I got started with World Global Network. How many times have you heard my story? Why do you think I send that message? You got to start sending the message of simplicity, guys. Because I know everybody on this call, without a doubt, at some point got the 2-minute video. That's the message I'm sending. And people are listening to me, they're going, wait a minute. That's duplicatable. I could send out a 2-minute video. And your why should relate to the person you're talking to. Okay, remember pulling out certain aspects that they're going to relate to. Hey, I understand the way you feel, Bob. I get it. Man, I used to work 12-hour days. Are you kidding me? I remember those days, flying all over the country, building clubs, doing advertising campaigns, missing my daughter's recital. I got it. I understand. But to add insult to injury, you know what? I was just trading time for dollars. I wasn't building anything for my future. I relate. I understand where you're at, Bob. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you my background and how I relate it to the person. Right? What are you going to accomplish? Where are you going with this? Listen, here, let me tell you. I finished my career making 6 figures. My goal over here is what took me 14 years to do. I'm on a business plan to do that here in 6 months. Whatever it may be. I'm just giving you examples. So you haven't told anybody that you haven't made any money. You told people what you're going to do. Do you think Caitlin now is going to have a problem telling people where she's going? Because she got to her first destination. The destination she planned. It's called gold. It's like going, okay, I'm getting in the car and I'm going from San Diego to LA. And you did it. You hit your first destination. Now you believe I could go to San Francisco. So you hit a goal, correct? And now here comes belief. Now she could say, I'm telling you right now, based on what I did to get to gold, I know without a doubt I will be a diamond, and that's going to allow me to replace my income. See? It's relating for people to give them things that they're looking for. Give them things what they're looking for. How do you find out what they're looking for? I'll say it again. Listening first. Your why is all the reasons you were looking for an opportunity. Okay, Tori told you that. Sharing your testimonial. Okay, guys, got to be prepared. You got to always be prepared for your testimonial. What if someone in your downline calls you up right after this call and said, can you do a three-way call? You got to be prepared. You got to have this down. This is the number one thing you have to have down, because you're going to say it over and over and over again. If I'm going to go out and about around people or to a networking event, I got to be prepared. And that's why I say this is sometimes practice. You know how many times I used to practice in my living room to an empty couch? I would practice the presentation. I would do the PowerPoint slide. I would position myself, right? I'd do my hand gestures. This was my craft. I had to learn my craft. And this is where people go, hey, I'm taking ownership of this. I'm going to learn how to do a presentation. I'm going to understand how to communicate the message of each slide. I'm going to understand how to weave my testimonial based on the audience. See, this is when you really start taking next steps. So it's important to be mentally prepared by writing out and creating your outline. No, obviously everybody knows their whole story, right? We all know you're not going to tell your entire story. Well, I was born, right? And then I started to crawl at this age. And I remember when no, but you need to understand your journey, because there's certain parts of your journey people will relate to. Focus on the message you want to send. Okay, I keep saying the same thing. How do you focus and how do you know what to send? Okay, being mentally prepared will empower you and give you confidence when you speak to people. Number one fear for a lot of people is public speaking. And the fear comes from believing they're going to sound stupid. Well, if you're prepared, you can't sound stupid if you know your story. It's confidence. How can you sound stupid about your own story? And that's why I say it's practicing that presentation. Not that you're sitting down and doing home parties, but you have to understand every different slide sends a different message. You guys got to know the messages. And when you get really good, it just automatically comes. Okay, here's the message I got to send to this person. And once again, it betters your chances to move them in the direction you want them to move. Nothing's perfect. But I want to know every time I leave somebody, did I give my best? All you could ever do is your best. Right? But there's nothing worse than really not taking it seriously and doing kind of a half-butt job. I'll say it, half-ass job. And then wondering, could I have done better? Well, you weren't prepared. No desire. You haven't taken ownership of this yet. Okay, then switch it. No big deal. What moves people? Words spoken with sincerity from the heart, not the head. People relate. I let it all go. I don't care what people think. This is me. Oh, obviously you didn't go to high school and didn't go to college, barely made it through high school and didn't go to college. I could tell that from your vocabulary. I don't care. This is me. One thing you won't be able to say about me is I'm not passionate. And I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm going to speak from my heart. That's me. Well, who are you? Let me just ask you, who would you get involved with? Here's a real one. Ready? Would you get involved with you? Uh-oh. How about that one, everyone? Would you allow yourself to be sponsored by you? And if the answer is no, that's good. At least you answered yourself. Then you got to personally grow. You got to become the person that you would love to. I would love to be sponsored by me. I love me some Jeff Giamalva. I love me. I'd be the best sponsor. I'd want to be sponsored by Jeff Giamalva every day of the week because I know. Well, that sounds arrogant. No, it's not arrogance. I would love to be sponsored by Lisa Giamalva because I know she's going to give her all. Okay, but some of you need to answer that question. Would you want to be sponsored by you? And if the answer is no, then just work on your craft. And I'm showing you how to do it. You must be communicating your business through excitement and enthusiasm, full of belief and conviction. Well, Jeff, I haven't earned any money yet. Tell people where you're going. Share your upline story. Lisa still does it. Even now, 24 years later, we have a lot of stories. But you know what I hear her say? Well, we were sponsored by Jeremy Roma. He's making this money, this amount of money. He was sponsored by Chad and Anita. They're making this money. And they're sponsored by Nat and Chanita, and they're making this money. And you know what she says? Every time she says it, right after, we're right behind them. We could share our story, but she still tells the upline story. You guys all have an upline story to tell. Let me tell you where I'm going. I believe without a doubt that I'm going to be able to hit, okay, an income that took me 10 years to do in corporate America. But you got to understand what's going on in a very short period of time. Let me tell you about Jeff and Lisa. Share our story. Let me tell you about Jeremy Roma. Share his story. There's your belief. Okay, you don't believe, but do you believe I believe? Who here could ever say Jeff doesn't believe? Then share my belief. This is how you do it, guys. And people sense that. They sense if you believe, and they're like dogs. They smell fear. They smell disbelief. That's why I said, would you allow yourself to be sponsored by you? See, someone asked me that. These same questions I asked you, I was asking. You know what I said? Honestly, when I really, see, the last person you could lie to is the one in the mirror. You could tell everybody else whatever you want to tell them, but you can't lie to the mirror. You can't. So I had to look at myself and go, am I really doing, if I sponsor somebody, am I really doing that person a service? Or am I doing them a disservice? Because I don't really know my craft. I'm playing multi-level. Okay, so keys to your testimonial, guys. Always edify the leadership in the system. Always. That gives you the belief, right? Edifying the people above you. Message, right people, simple program. That's the message of the leadership. These are the right people. Here's the experience. Here's what they're earning. Okay, and even with all the experiences, all these people have done is a very simple program. Message. You are always addressing their needs and wants through your testimonial. How? Okay, been through this already. Listening first. To an individual, in front of an audience, you're throwing out the blanket. You know what I mean by that? If I'm talking to an individual, I know their needs and wants because I've taken them and I'm asking them the right questions. I could tailor it. But if I'm in front of a room, like I'll be in Vegas of 2,500 people, I can't tailor it to individuals. So I have to cast the net. You know what the net is? The globe. Remember my globe? Own your own business, immediate income, advancement opportunities, residual income, training infrastructure. I incorporate that. And I throw that net out. Because there's a lot of people there with different needs and wants. I'm always talking about people, problems facing people today. No time. Here's the keys that everybody will be able to relate to. At some point, I could throw out this net. How many people out there work all the time, okay, and they have no time? Let me show you what Lisa's wearing right now. Freedom. Oh, that would be so funny. All right. Freedom, money, lifestyle, control. Okay, isn't what people are looking for, guys? So here's the thing. This is where we just got to get real as I close this thing out. Let your guard down. Expose yourself. Let people know not everything is perfect. See, we live in this world of, hi, how's it going? Oh, everything's fine. I'm great. I am great. I am fine. But I'm just telling you, you see the conversations? How's it going? Oh, good. Next. Great day today. Hot outside. Raining outside. Blah, 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 blah. Let your guard down. Let people know. Open up. Have some real conversations. Because here's what happens. When you let your guard down, it allows them to let their guard down. People love to talk, guys. This is why I keep saying, remember about the last training, how to keep your funnel full, 2 people a day? See, if you did this the right way with 2 people a day, you're building rapport. You're throwing them in your funnel. They might not be ready to hatch right then and there, but they'll be watching, and I could go back to them. You never know. You're always prospecting, always. But from a sincere standpoint, sincerity. I'm not always prospecting just to recruit. I'm prospecting, yes, I want them in my business. Yes, I believe I have something that I could offer them. But I want to build a rapport. You got low-hanging fruit, and you have some people that will just sit there and they'll watch. But I'm telling you, when it comes down to it, if people are looking for an opportunity, they're always going to remember you've accepted one. And that's why you're always posting. That's why you're posting lifestyle. That's why you're out there marketing, because it's sending a message to them. You're still out there. You're doing it. And when it finally comes a day where their boss pisses them off, or whatever happens in their life where they get fed up, who do you think they're going to call? Okay? See, a testimonial is not a time to close people, do the presentation, or give direction. Like you're exposing yourself. You're letting them know what you're doing and why you made a change. Knowing without a doubt they want to make the same changes. But just remember, the reason they don't is because they're full of fear and doubt. Well, your testimonial is a big part of it, is showing people how you walked yourself through fear and doubt. And people see the journey, their potential journey through you. And if you're looking like you're having a root canal as you take your journey, then all of a sudden they're not going to follow you. You follow me? Just keep asking your question as I close this out. Would you get involved with you? This is a people development business. Got to work on yourself harder than you have to work on anything else. And that's the journey. See, isn't that the good news? There's your answer to the test. You guys, I appreciate you. Now, I know the peak is right now, but everybody who's going to Vegas, let's just do this right now as we close out this call. Use your chat button and tell me if you guys are going. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording.